I went to Costco and picked out 5 appetizers I want to share with you today. They're all quick and easy cooking, but I wanted to see if they're worth your time and your money. Whether it's for a holiday gathering or end of the year party, we're gonna taste these today, and I'm gonna tell you which ones are good and which ones are just eh. I can just hear him yelling at me right now. Can you hear the yelling? I think if you put it close to your ear, you can hear him yelling at you in a British accent. So for our first appetizer, we are going to talk about the shrimp cocktail. Now I love shrimp cocktail. It is my favorite. It's so weird because it's just so plain and it just is so good. Every time I see it on a buffet, I'm hitting some shrimp cocktail. So I love the one at Costco. It's $9.99 per pound. It comes with cocktail sauce, a couple of lemon wedges. Man, it really is a good value and a great product. It's cooked just right and it's just good. It's consistent and it's always there for you. So when you're doing your holiday party, this is a great go-to. Now, it is kind of plain in this packaging. I don't want to put this out there, so I want to show you a little trick that I like, how I like to present this shrimp cocktail to make it look better than just a plastic container. I'll show you. Ready? Let's go. To make our awesome presentation for the shrimp cocktail, we're going to bring in our GE Profile 2.0 Ice Nugget Maker. Now it makes this really cool nugget ice that you see like at Sonic or at some of the other restaurants, like that delicious ice that is so good. Now, if you don't have one of these and you want to buy one, you don't have to. You can just get crushed ice out of your refrigerator. You can take a regular cubed ice and then just crush it in a bag to get crushed ice, but we need crushed ice for this. You're gonna take your serving bowl, okay? Whatever serving bowl you would like to have this in. Okay, we got our serving bowl. You're then gonna take a small plate and turn it over, okay? Now what this does is it makes it so you don't have to we're gonna make an ice tower. So it makes it so you don't have to have so much ice for your ice tower, but it's also gonna allow once the ice melts, it's gonna go underneath the bowl and collect there. You're not gonna flood your shrimp as the ice melts as your party goes along. So it's pretty a cool little catering trick. So from here, we're just going to make our ice tower. Okay. Go back and do this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and try to bring it up as much as we can. You know what, I have some more ice in the fridge. I wanna make this a little bigger. I thought this might happen where I need a little extra ice, so I got a little. There we go. I want a nice big ice tower. There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and put our shrimps very nicely, so it looks really nice all the way around. So here's our nice elevated way to serve your shrimp cocktail. Rather than just rip it open the package and putting it on the table, then it makes it look a little nicer. And we got that trick with the inverted plate so it catches all the water. This you can just, and as your guests eat the shrimp, you just keep adding more shrimp on top and it's good to go. So let's get to the next hors d'oeuvre, appetizer, whatever you want to call it. Let's go to the next one. So next we have a little bit of charcuterie, because who doesn't love a good charcuterie board when you're having guests over? So this is uncured Wagyu Bergiola. I'm sorry for all the Italians. That is not how you pronounce it. So sorry. This is just air-dried Wagyu beef that's been seasoned. So I'm pretty excited about this. Go ahead and we'll open up the package. Oh, you can see it has a little more. It has some fat in it. It says Wagyu, but it's definitely not like A5 Wagyu. It is not that fatty, but you know, let's give it a shot, see what it tastes like. This is really good. I really like that. You got that salty flavor to it. It's done really well. I would be proud to put this on my charcuterie board. And man, this is really good. I would buy this definitely. You can pair it with like some pickles, some whole grain mustard, put it on a cheese tray. Man, this would make my holiday table definitely. So good, really good. Thumbs up on this one. Next, we're gonna go to the mini crab cakes by Phillips Seafood. Now, at my Costco, they have the big crab cakes pretty much all the time, and then periodically they'll throw in the mini ones, and they're so good. I have had these before, but you know, it comes 36 in a box. It has some grooved packaging in here that they all just kind of set individually, and then you can cook a lot of them, or you can cook a small amount of them. It's really convenient that way. You cook these right from frozen. So you take the frozen crab cakes, you put them on a sheet tray, 450-degree oven, 9 minutes, and then in the last 2 or 3 minutes, you keep flipping them so that they will crisp on all sides, and it's so good. Alrighty, here we go. Our crab cakes are out of the oven. As we rotate around, got crispy all over. So man, these are look pretty good. They got crispy all around. That Old Bay and Maryland style crab cake, man, all those flavors are there. These are really good. I would suggest from personal experience, buy 2 boxes because these are gonna go so quickly. They're so easy to pop in your mouth. I don't know what happens to all of them, but you look at the bowl and you're like, man, they're all gone. What happened? I don't know. Oh. All right, try it one more time. I did it. 1 out of 2. Ooh, hot. Oh, wow. Ooh, hot. I would buy these again. Good job. Good job, Maryland. All right, next we have soup dumplings. Now, I have heard about these. I've never actually had a soup dumpling, but it's like supposed to be like a dumpling that has some soup inside. So it's like a gusher for dumplings. So I love gyoza and all these other kind of dumpling-esque Chinese and Japanese things. So let's try the soup dumpling. I am a little worried. I did not read the back of the package before I bought this, but it says you need a steamer, bamboo steamer or a metal steamer. I don't have either of those. I look all through my pantry. I don't have any of those. I probably need to get one. So what they say is you scan this QR code and it takes you to like their website, and they're going to do some alternative methods. So I'm going to go do that, do some more research, and then we're going to get back and cook up these delicious soup dumplings. So I don't know. I really should read the back of the package. After doing some research on the Mila website, they give you a kind of a makeshift, how to make a makeshift steamer. We're gonna go MacGyver style. How many of you remember MacGyver? Put that in the comments if you remember and actually watched an episode of MacGyver. Yes, I am that old. So you're gonna take your pot and apparently you're gonna put a bowl upside down. Then you're gonna fill up like 1 inch or 2 of water. And then we're gonna put our plate on top of the bowl, inverted bowl, and then you go ahead and you steam your dumplings. One thing that they have in the package is these little steamer pieces of parchment paper. You put that on top of the paper, then we put our dumplings on top of the paper, and then we go ahead and we steam for 11 minutes. Let's get to it. All right, after 11 minutes, here we go. They're ready to go. Our makeshift steamer actually worked. I was kind of, didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but hey, it worked. Great, so you don't need a steamer basket if you don't have one. I probably should get one though. I don't steam a lot of meat, so I don't have one. All right, I also getting these out of the steamer, I was kind of like, oh, these like little bombs, little nitroglycerin TNT bombs that are gonna explode, and I don't know. This is my first soup dumpling ever, so let's see how it goes. Huh. So there's a little pork meatball in there with the soup with the broth around it. A lot of sesame. I get a lot of sesame, some onion, some green onions, stuff like that. Some soy. It's a weird kind of texture though, because you're biting into something and you think it's going to be something, and then it's not, and it's wet and drippy. I don't know. It is kind of like a savory gusher. So it's not as good as some of the other things I've had today. If this is your thing, go ahead and pick one up, but I'll probably pass a little bit on this one just because the difference of the textures is too much for me. The soft outer shell, the chewy meatball, and the broth is a little bit much for me, happening in one bite. But if this is your thing, you should definitely do it. It's pretty good, tastes good. But we move on to the next one. Let's go. And finally, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gordon Ramsay. This might be the closest I ever get to a Gordon Ramsay collab on this channel, but here we go. The beef Wellington bites. So we have tender beef and mushroom duxelle wrapped in a flaky puff pastry. Now, for those of you who don't know, obviously Gordon Ramsay is all over the TV. He's got lots and lots of restaurants, and he has brought back the beef Wellington into the zeitgeist. So at his restaurant, he loves to make beef Wellingtons, and now, of course, so of course, when I saw these at Costco, I had to give them a try. There's 15 of them in the package. The cooking instructions are pretty simple. 450-degree oven, 25 minutes, boom, boom. You cook them from frozen. Now let's go ahead and give them a taste and see what all the hype is about. See how close it is to a real beef Wellington. We'll see. All right, the beef Wellington bites by Gordon Ramsay. Now, I actually am pretty intrigued about this because, again, Gordon Ramsay comes with a big name and all this stuff, and we'll see what he puts his name on as far as the these appetizers go. But man, let's give them a shot. They look great. They look great. Crispy on the outside, flaky. You can see it kind of like just pulls apart. The pastry is really good. Looks really good. Really hot. You know what? These actually are not that bad. I was worried. I have to say, I was worried because the beef Wellington is hard to do for this kind of preparation. And again, it's chopped up beef. It's chopped up mushrooms. It has that beef brothy kind of, not gravy, but sauce in the middle. The puff pastry is really flaky. It's salty. It's buttery. It's all the things you want. Man, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I don't know if I'd eat like a whole bunch of them because they're pretty rich, but man, I would probably buy these again for my holiday table or my my New Year's Eve party or whatever. If nothing else, just to have this beautiful man right here in my party. I can just hear him yelling at me right now. Can you hear the yelling? I think if you put it close to your ear, you can hear him yelling at you in a British accent. So, you know, hey, thanks. Thanks, Gordon. Pretty good. I'd buy it again.